How's everybody? It's your guy. I'm driving and shit, man. How's everybody doing? Let's get to it. I'm inspired. I seen the Jazz blog with her and Geechee and her talking about women's battle rap. First and foremost, I agree with everything Jazz said. She's 100% correct in what she said. 100%. I just got off the phone with her, spoke to her about it. She even elaborated on some other things that we'll keep between me and her. But I love Jazz, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with Jazz heavy. So I just wanted to add on to that. Wanted to give a little personal things about myself in women's battle rap and some professional things. Just I'm gonna start with the personal, you know. Today, actually, Hustle called me up on the space and whatnot. I came up there. She was asking me about trying to put women's battle rap together and all that shit. But what she was saying, she was like, you know, she had no disrespect. What I think went wrong with, you know, I guess Queen of the Ring is, you know, I was more family oriented as opposed to business. You know what I'm saying? And she's not telling me nothing, you know, wrong or something I already don't know. Because trust me, Babs done told me that 100 times over. Yo, nigga, we about to get out. We supposed to be on some business shit. You out here, you know what I'm saying? These ain't your kids, nigga. Like, what the, right? You know, but, so, what I'm about to say is not a rant, but I would say I would take full accountability, as I always do, you know what I'm saying, for anything Queen of the Ring that you felt like, you know, was what went wrong or whatever, here, you know, this, that, and the third. But I took a time out to say this, and I always wanted to get this off my chest. You know, Queen of the Ring is a staple in battle rap history. It's always going to be, no matter who's in play, to want to try to rewrite history and say it's not and shit like that. And you can't do that. The fans won't allow you to do that. I don't have to come out the woodwork to say, oh, you wrong, you just did that. The fans or some of the artists in Queen of the Ring won't allow y'all to do that. Point proven, you know, not saying, you know, shout out to Organic, not saying he's trying to be malicious in what he was saying, but he was just pretty much saying URL, King of the Dot, and Don't Flop in the golden era was, you know, those niggas. And then 40 had to correct him and say, yeah, don't forget about Queen of the Ring. Because Queen of the Ring was this, that, and the third. And she's 100% right. And he had to change his statement. He said, no, you're right, 40, my fault. You know what I'm saying? Queen of the Ring is also involved in that, in the statement I've made and what he said. So, you know, shout out to 40 for that. So, man, listen. I've done a lot of things in battle rap. I've been around for like 15, 16 years. Helping people get to here to there, putting people on, especially in women's battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I get the kudos or the credit. And I put it down to this. I think with women in general, not just battle rap, women in general do a lot of great things in the world. From inventing, creating, pushing things forward, whatever, you know, in life. And it's unfortunate because women don't get the credit they deserve. And I feel like throughout those years, those eons, those millennia, those decades, centuries or whatever, for women not getting what they deserve, they tend to like take that to offense and not, and you know, just want to harbor that win that they do get to make it appear as if it's their win and nobody helped them. Nobody got them there. Nobody helped them along the way and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt that way. I seen that in Queen of the Ring from, you know, some of the ladies and shit that, you know I was visibly there, emotionally there, and making sure they was good to get from A to B. Not saying I want my praises to be sung all the time, every day, and shit like that, you know, but not at all. It's kind of crazy, you know. I don't need to go in depth with that, but I think with that and them bickering at each other, because there's always a competition among women, unfortunately. I don't know why. I can't really specify that. That's something probably a woman will have to tell you. But it's such a competition with them, with each other, that the unity is very rare. And unity is what helped. I think unity is what helped Queen of the Ring get as far as it got. Because I could discover the talent. I could put the talent on my platform, on my league, but it's up to the talent to be as great as they are. You know what I'm saying? I don't write their raps. I don't do, you know what I'm saying, none of that. I don't rehearse with them every day and shit. That's something that they do. You feel me? So it's like one hand washes the other type. It's a hand-to-hand thing, because as much as I discover and put them into play and marketed them and promote them and trailers and all that, they're the ones that got to perform those raps and be as great as they are. So I can't take nothing away from them when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Jazz is Jazz because she's Jazz. Jazz put the effort into writing those bars, rehearsing them, performing them, and being on time and being professional. You know what I'm saying? And same goes for any other superstar that came from Queen of the Ring that made themselves, you know, who they are because they put in the work. You feel what I'm saying? So I probably got a little disgruntled, a little, you know, aggravated off the fact that people wasn't seeing the work that I put in and shit like that. So I fell back on a lot of things because I was getting tired. You know what I'm saying? I had a family to feed. I had other businesses and other things to attend to. And Queen of the Ring, to me, probably wasn't looked at as a business. My plight was pretty much to help women be seen and their talent be heard and shit like that. So for every, you know, black woman that gets shitted on because the male talent is there, and the male talent could be subpar. They could be 10 times better than that male talent. They just don't be seen because they don't have a platform to be seen. That's what I, you know, helped, you know, because it wasn't me by myself. Obviously, shout out to Veg and Babs, you know, to put women on. That's what Queen of the Ring was all about. And I've always wanted to keep them there because I feel like, selfishly probably, that I was the one that, you know, cared the most as far as, you know, in the scope, grand scheme of battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I feel like nobody cared as much as I did. I wanted them to stay here and be great where they at. They got your home. This is your home. You don't need nobody else's home. You got Queen of the Ring. Make yourself big here. And that's what we was doing. But, you know, I'm a man of a certain age. I know what life is about. So obviously I knew somebody would, and, you know, singing praises of you could be better or get more money, do better things, get more money and, you know, do better things or bigger things over here. I knew there was people in my backyard who shall remain nameless. It's not just one, it's a couple. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I know about the phone calls behind the scenes and all that shit or whatever and whatnot. But you can't fight that. You can't fight 3 or 4 other companies trying to, you know, get at your talent and go somewhere else. And you'll probably ask me, well, why wouldn't you want them? What, you know what I'm saying? I understand about going somewhere else, but timing is everything. You know, I can name a time, something like what Bonnie was doing. When Bonnie was out there doing the King of the Dot and other things, guess who she took with her? Guess who Bonnie called and said, yo, I need you by my side to make sure we good. I'm representing the brand. I need you there. Me. You know what I'm saying? So, with that said, man, shout out to the ladies, man. I do have conversations with that I still talk to this day, but I don't talk to a lot of them. You know, I just go about my life, live my life and shit like that. But I do talk to a few and shit. And shout out to y'all. The ones that, you know, feel like they gotta, I wouldn't want to say forget about Queen of the Ring, or just like, you know, act as if they did this shit on their own. I mean, that's on y'all. Ain't nothing I could do about that. It is what it is. You know, I wish y'all well. I don't have no hate toward y'all and whatnot. Only thing I'm saying is giving, showing love for where you come from not only helps the brand where you come from, it helps you too. You have a foundation. People know who you are, where you came from, and all that shit. Because no matter what nobody says, when the history books is written and it's all said and done, Queen of the Ring is gonna have a space in history. I don't give a fuck how much niggas hate female battle rap. There's not a nigga out there that has power to shit on Queen of the Ring to the point where you can rewrite history and write us out the books. Not one nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I'm writing the book myself, as a matter of fact, about women's battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Particularly Queen of the Ring and stuff like that. You know, there's people that called me for documentaries. We was in movies. We was the only battle league literally in movies, in a movie. Queen of the Ring, not just a made-up league or make something up to put, like, no, Queen of the Ring. We had Norma Bates, Misfit, Shuni the Rapper, and Misunderstood in the 40-year-old version. It's on Netflix. It was in theaters. It's an actual movie. Babs was in it. Queen of the Ring. So, you know, let's get to the real shit. Is Queen of the Ring gonna come back? Is Queen of the Ring gonna do what you call it, this, that, and the third? Everybody know. I think at this point in time, me, Vig, and Babs has ventured into other things and shit. It's not like we don't want to, but when the opportunity presents itself financially, then yeah, we'll probably put a card together and shit like that. But it got to come from a realistic place, because women's battle rap always outprices itself. And I'm not saying a lot of these ladies don't deserve the price they're asking for. I'm not saying that, because they actually, to me, I think they do. But do women battle rap? That's within a budget of males. Probably, yeah, they could probably get that. But on a whole women's card and shit like that, it's still an experiment to see. Well, I know a Queen of the Ring, if I put certain names up there, say like a 40 Bars or Jazz, Qotr, you know, Farrah, Shuni, Casey, Official. So, you know, the list goes on, QB. Then yeah, it's gonna be a packed building, because the nostalgia is gonna be there. Especially if we put a ring in there, it's gonna go off. You know what I'm saying? So maybe down the line, probably, yeah, we'll see and shit. But for now, I don't see that in the near future. But I'm doing a sparring session though, because I love bringing up new talent. So the sparring session that we got going is gonna be in September, because I want the women that's gonna be on there being really prepared, like for real, really, really, really prepared. So they got 3 months time. June, July, August, yeah, around 3 months or whatever. So I want to showcase new talent. So that blog that Jazz did was probably perfect for this live that I'm doing right now and whatnot. There's a lot of girls in limbo. A lot of girls actually do get to battle top tier girls, you know, probably out of a process of elimination, because there's not a plethora of women out there to actually battle and shit. And shout out to the ones that do give out shots, you know what I'm saying, from the 40 Bars, the Jazz, the Hustles, the C3s, and, you know, so on and so forth. And Bonnie's give out shots that damn near every fucking new girl and shit. Official. I can keep going on and on. But yeah, man, for me to really ask these vets or these ladies that have been putting on for so fucking long, yo, y'all gotta come through, man, we gotta do a card, man, cut your budget, you know what I'm saying? I'm not willing to ask them for all that, because, you know, they've been around putting on, even without, you know, Queen of the Ring being around, because I feel like some of those ladies come from Queen of the Ring. So Queen of the Ring legacy, no matter how you want to call it and put it together, is still there. If Jazz is still battling and being great, that's Queen of the Ring. She said she's female battle rap, but she also comes from Queen of the Ring. How would I know? Obviously, I discovered Jazz. Same thing with Shuni. Shuni's out there getting crazy. You can't deny Shuni's a couple of years she's been getting out getting crazy out here. Guess where Shuni come from? Queen of the Ring. How would I know? I discovered Shuni. You know what I'm saying? And I can keep going on and on and on. If you see a girl, 9 times out of 10, your thoughts are going to be Queen of the Ring. You know what I'm saying? For the new fans that probably didn't experience Queen of the Ring as you should have experienced it in the golden era or whatever, hey, I wish you was there. Trust me, it was a time. right? So I'm saying all that to say I hope female battle rap gets back on its feet. I'm gonna do what I can for the new ladies to put on and make sure, you know, the legacy of Queen of the Ring and women's battle rap is there. Oh, for nothing, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. Jazz has every right to say that she is female battle rap. Just like I have every right to say that Queen of the Ring is female battle rap. It's synonymous with each other. Both things are true. Both things can be true. Okay, it don't have to be one or the other. Both things can be true. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I want to say. Salute to Jazz, man. It needed to be said. Right messenger, right message. It's about time, finally. Man. And the most thing I'm proud of is that I just knew she would be great. I told her on the phone, I said, I ain't just picked you because I knew you was nice. That was a given. That was, okay, cool. I picked you because you took that train ride all the way from Canarsie to the Bronx. 2.5-hour train ride to the dirty ass Bronx, which is very dangerous. And you be the only person to be there on OP's radio show. They let you rock out. And that's how I found her and said, yo, she's nice. And she did all that to come that far to do it. I say, yo, I'm getting her. She's gotta come to Queen of the Ring. I literally was searching and found Jazz on OP's radio show. You know what I'm saying? And the hard work, I knew she was a hard worker, dedicated, and was about her shit. That's why I wanted her there, because she was serious. I ain't want her there because she was she cute and all that. No. She was fire with them bars, that's cool. But she was serious about her shit. So that's it, man. Salute to everybody. Hope y'all have a nice day. And shit, get money, drink a lot of water. Excuse my beard and shit. I look like a lumberjack right now. I just didn't have time to get a fucking haircut. I've been out in the streets running crazy. Talk to y'all soon, man. Sparring session coming up September. If you want to be a part of that sparring session, DM Queen of the Ring. You know what I'm saying? And let us know that you want to be a part of it. And shit. And this is not just like, oh, you know, like sparring session is not shitting on nobody. It's just for new and up and coming girls that's nice. You know what I'm saying? Even the girls that probably battled a name or two could benefit off of here. So don't play yourself as if you're too good to do a sparring session. Because trust me, I can get these girls lit to the point where they'll pass all of y'all. And then Jazz and them will want to battle these girls as opposed to want to battle y'all. And y'all find yourselves in the middle of nowhere not knowing what the fuck to do. Don't call me. You know what I'm saying? I am the missing piece to women's battle rap. If I get up and get crazy, women's battle rap is kind of a fighting chance. You feel me? So, if that's it, peace. I'll holler at you. One.